Hey everyone, how's it going? So in today's video, I'm going to try and find a Hakamo-o with its hidden ability Overcoat. Now the standard strategy works just fine, and if you want to know what that is, refer to the Rockruff video. I'm sure I'll make more Pokemon with standard strategies in the future, but if you want a complicated strategy that makes things slightly quicker, here you go. So I'm going to lead with my Duosion and immediately use Skill Swap. The idea is to get Magic Guard onto the Jangmo-o, and that is pretty much, well not pretty much, that is all this Duosion is going to do in this battle. So now I'm going to swap into any Pokemon in the entire game with False Swipe. My leaving is actually not ideal, and the reason for this is you want a Pokemon that is very strong. So strong that with one False Swipe, it can take the level 44 Jangmo-o down to 1 health. I need to use 5 False Swipes, and that wastes 5 turns, and turns are actually kind of valuable here, and I'll talk about why in just a second. But once the Jangmo-o is down to 1 health, you're going to swap into a very specific Pokemon, or 3 that I can think of. There might be more. So I'm going to use Carbink, and I will tell you the reasons why. So the first reason is that Carbink is a Fairy type, and Fairy types are immune to Jangmo-o's Dragon Claw, which is actually its only attacking move. The second reason is that Carbink, along with Sableye and Alolan Ninetales, on top of being Fairy, also have access to weather moves. But not just that, they're immune to the damage of the weather move. Now, Overcoat, funny enough, that's exactly what it does. It makes the Pokemon immune to the damage of the weather move. Now, I gave the Jangmo-o Magic Guard because Magic Guard does that as well. I mean, Magic Guard makes it immune to all damage that isn't from an attacking move. So this Jangmo-o won't now take any damage from Sandstorm, and I'll be able to set up a Sandstorm, and I'm holding the Smooth Rock, and I will see which which Hakamo-o are damaged and which aren't. Now, I said Jangmo-o by accident, because you would think Jangmo-o would eventually call more Jangmo-o, but they don't. They only call Hakamo-o, and while Jangmo-o's call rate is 9, which is, normal, Hakamo-o's I think is 3, which is the same as Sharpedo. So the reason why I said bring it down to 1 health quickly is as soon as that Jangmo-o is out of PP, I would say your search is over. I mean, it takes so long to chain off Hakamo-o that I actually found it faster just to find another Jangmo-o. That's how bad it is. Now, one thing I should note about my strategy, and this is unfortunate, you might have just seen, oh, this Hakamo-o didn't take any damage. It must be the one with Overcoat. Well, thankfully, I didn't jump to conclusions, because as you will see, I'm just going to waste a turn by using an Adrenaline Orb. Well, actually, I'm not going to use it. I'm just going to say I'm going to use it. It actually doesn't get used. It's a pretty nice mechanic in Sun and Moon. But you might have just seen the Hakamo-o just took damage. I don't know why that is, but on the first turn an SOS chain Pokemon spawns, it won't take damage from weather moves. I think this is similar to like in double battles, but it would be pretty nice for these purposes if it just took the damage. But it's not a problem, so no matter what, you're using 2 turns, whether you just spam like Skill Swap or whether you let the Sandstorm do the damage. The reason I'm doing Sandstorm is because it's unique, and I do pretty much the standard strategy, like not just for videos, but when I'm looking for other hidden ability Pokemon for battling, I do it all the time. So it's nice to do something a little different. But anyway, eventually you will find a Hakamo that even after the second turn won't be damaged, and as soon as you see that, all right, I have found it. I'm not sure how many more turns this Jangmo-o had left in it. I think it had very few PP left. By the way, another reason Carbink is actually maybe the best Pokemon for this is that Jangmo-o likes to spam Screech. Well, Carbink has Clear Body, and so it's unaffected by Screech. And Hakamo-o, although they're not going to be on the field for that long, do know Headbutt, so they could do pretty significant damage to something like an Alolan Ninetales. Now at this point, I'm just like, all right, well, this could call for help, and I'm just going to make it impossible for that to happen and really easy to catch by switching in my Mismagus and using Thunder Wave. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the strategy. You just have to catch the Pokemon. Just a quick thing, I want to thank you guys, all you guys who've watched these videos. When I started making them, I had no idea that so many people would, appreciate them, and that's just awesome. I mean, right now I just checked, I have 1,000 subscribers. That's crazy. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it, and I hope to get to all your requests eventually. A lot of people keep asking for the Lapras. I promise you, post Pokebank, that is the first Pokemon I will do. Even before Sharpedo, I will do Hydration Lapras. And I have a strategy, I promise. It's ridiculously complicated, but it works theoretically 100% of the time, unless I'm not thinking of something, which happens, unfortunately, a lot to me. But what can you do? Anyway, that's all for this video. More to come in the next few days. Alolan Sandshrew and Dratini are two I've been meaning to do, so I'll get to those as soon as I can. Thank you guys for watching. Take care.